Top of the day, beautiful people. Top of the day. Betwabu. It is Wednesday.
Mom, it's not usually morning.
It is morning. It is Wednesday, January the 22nd, 2020, day 52 of year 2, reading through the books of instructions and the prophet, or the book of the law and the prophets. You know, some people don't take to the term too lightly when they hear the word law, but we know what it is. The Old Testament, y'all. Okay, so today we start in Deuteronomy. So Deuteronomy 1, 2, and 3. Not that long. Tiffany, Betwabu. Okay, y'all. Let me go ahead and get started because we got to get out of here early today. Got to go down and get all the children's passports squared away. All right, y'all. Deuteronomy chapter 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all of Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel and Laban and Hazeroth and Dizahab. There are 11 days journey from Horeb by the way of Mount Seir unto Kadesh Barnea. And it came to pass in the 40th year, in the 11th month, on the first day of the month, that Moses spake unto the children of Israel according to all that Yahuwah had given him in the commandment unto them, after he had slain Sihon, the king of the Amorites, which dwelt in Heshbon, and Og, the king of Bashan, which dwelt at Ashtaroth, and in Edrei, on this side Jordan, in the land of Moab, began Moses. You know, y'all know who I'm talking about. I said Massa, Moses. I use them interchangeably. Massa, to declare this law, saying, Yahuwah spake unto us in Horeb, saying, Ye have dwelt long enough in this mount. Turn you and take your journey, and go to the mount of the Amorites, and unto all the places nigh thereunto, in the plain, in the hills, and in the vale, and in the south, and by the seaside, to the land of the Canaanites, and unto Lebanon, unto the great river Euphrates. Behold, I have set the land before you. Go in and possess the land which Yahuwah sware unto your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give unto them and their seed after them. And I spake unto you at that time, saying, I am not able to bear you myself alone. Yahuwah your God have multiplied you, and behold, you are this day as the stars of heaven for multitude. And Yahuwah, the God of your fathers, made you 1,000 times so many more as ye are, and bless you as he hath promised you. How can I myself alone bear your cumbrance and your burden and your strife? Take you wise men and understanding and known among your tribes, and I will make them rulers over you. And ye answered me and said, The thing which thou hast spoken is good for us to do. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over 50s, and captains over 10s, and officers among your tribes. And I charged your judges at that time, saying, Hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with him. Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great, and ye shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is Yahuwah's, and their cause, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. And I commanded you at that time all the things which ye should do. And when we departed from Horeb, we went through all the great and terrible wilderness which ye saw by the way of the mountain of the Amorites, as Yahuwah our God commanded us, and we came to Kadesh Barnea. And I said unto you, Ye are come unto the mountain of the Amorites, which Yahuwah our God doth give unto us. Behold, Yahuwah thy God hath set the land before thee. Go up and possess it, as Yahuwah the God of thy fathers had said unto thee. Fear not, neither be discouraged. And ye came near unto me, every one of you, and said, We will send men before us, and shall search us out in the land. Excuse me, I'm out of water. Okay. And ye came near unto me, every one of you, and said, We will send men before us, and they shall search us out the land, and bring us word again by the way which we must go up, and into what cities we shall come. And the saying pleased me well, and I took 12 men of you, one of a tribe. And they turned and went up into the mountain, and came unto every valley of Eshcol, and searched it out. And they took the fruit of the land in their hands, and brought it down unto us, and brought us word again, and said, It is a good land which Yahuwah our God doth give us. Notwithstanding, ye would not go up, but rebelled against the commandment of Yahuwah your God. And ye murmured in your tents, and said, Because Yahuwah hated us, he hath brought us forth out of the land of Egypt, to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites, to destroy us. Whither shall we go up? Our brethren have discouraged our hearts, saying, The people is greater and taller than we. The cities are great and walled up to heaven. And moreover, we have seen the son of the Anakims there. And I said unto you, Dread not, neither be afraid of them. For Yahuwah your God, which was before you, he shall fight for you, according to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes. And in the wilderness where thou hast seen that Yahuwah thy God bare thee, as a man doth bear his son, in the way that ye went, until ye came unto this place. Yet in this thing ye did not believe Yahuwah your God, who went in the way before you, to search out a place to pitch your tents in, and fire by night, to show you by what way you should go, and in a cloud by day. And Yahuwah heard the voice of your words, and was wroth, and sware, saying, Surely there shall not come one of these men of this evil generation to see that good land, which I swear to give unto your fathers, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh. He shall see it, and to him will I give the land that he hath trodden upon, and to his children, because he has wholly followed Yahuwah. Also Yahuwah was angry with me for your sake, saying, Thou shalt not go in thither. But Joshua the son of Nun, which standeth before thee, he shall go in thither, and carry him, for he shall cause Israel to inherit it. Moreover, your little ones, which he said should be a prey, and your children, which in that day had no knowledge between good and evil, they shall go in thither, and unto them will I give it, and they shall possess it. But as for you, turn you and take your journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. Then ye answered and said unto me, We have sinned against Yahuwah. We will go up and fight according to all that Yahuwah our God hath commanded us. And when ye had girded every man his weapon of war, ye were ready to go up into the hill. Sorry, y'all. My eyes water. Baby girl caught a little cold and she passed the crud on. I'm like, oh my gosh, we can't do this. My eyes started watering. Got it this morning. Get my apple cider vinegar and stuff, putting in water, pop some of my vitamins and everything. I was like, nope, we cannot have this. So, bear with me, y'all. And Yahuwah said unto me, saying to them, Go not up, neither fight, for I am not among you, lest ye be smitten before your enemies. So I spake unto you, and ye would not hear, but rebelled against the commandment of Yahuwah, and went presumptuously up into the hill. And the Amorites which dwelt in the mountain came out against you, and chased you as bees do, and destroyed you in Seir, even unto Hormah. And ye returned and wept before Yahuwah, but Yahuwah would not hearken to your voice, nor give ear unto you. So ye abode in Kadesh many days, according unto the days that ye abode there. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 2. Then we turned and took our journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea, as Yahuwah spake unto me. And we compassed Mount Seir many days. And Yahuwah spake unto me, saying, Ye have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn you northward. And command thou the people, saying, You are to pass through the coast of your brethren and the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves, therefore, meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land, no, not so much as a foot breadth, because I have given Mount Seir unto Esau for a possession. Ye shall buy meat of them for money, that ye may eat, and ye shall also buy water from them for money, that ye may drink. For Yahuwah thy God hath blessed thee in all the works of thy hand. He knoweth thy walking through this great wilderness these 40 years with Yahuwah. Thy God hath been with thee, thou hast lacked nothing. And when we passed by from our brethren, the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, through the way of the plain of Elath, and from Ezion Gaber, we turned and passed by the way of the wilderness of Moab. And Yahuwah said unto me, Distress not the Moabites, neither contend with them in battle, for I will not give thee their land for possession, because I have given Ar unto the children of Lot for possession. The Emims dwelt therein time past, a people great and many and tall as the Anakims. Remember, the Moabites and the Ammonites are the children of Lot. Remember his two daughters? Go put it back. One had a son named Moab, and the other had a son named Ammon, right? So the Moabites and the Ammonites are children of Lot, which also were accounted giants, and the Anakims, but the Moabites called them Emims. The Horims also dwelt in Seir before time, but the children of Esau succeeded them when they had destroyed them from before them, and dwelt in their stead, as Jesulili did unto the land of his possession, which Yahuwah had given unto them. Now rise up, said I, and get ye over to Brook Zered. And we went over to Brook Zered, and the space in which we came from Kadesh Barnea until we were come over the Brook Zered was 38 years, until all the generation of the men of war were wasted out from among the hosts, as Yahuwah sware unto them. For indeed the hand of Yahuwah was against them to destroy them from among the hosts until they were consumed. So it came to pass, when all the men of war were consumed, the dead from among the people, that Yahuwah spake unto me, saying, Thou art to pass over through Ar, the coast of Moab, this day. And when thou comest nigh over against the children of Ammon, distress them not, nor meddle with them, for I will not give thee of the land of the children of Ammon any possession, because I have given it unto the children of Lot for a possession. That also was accounted a land of giants. Giants dwelt therein in old time, and the Ammonites called them Zazumims. A people great and many and tall, and the Anakims, but Yahuwah destroyed them before them, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead. And he did to the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, when he destroyed the Horims from before them, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead even unto this day. And the Avims which dwelt in Hazarim, even unto Azar, the Caphtorims, which came forth out of Caphtor, destroyed them and dwelt in their stead. Rise up, take your journey, and pass over the river Arnon. Behold, I have given into thine hand Sihon, the Amorite king of Heshbon, and his land. Begin to possess it, and contend with him in battle. This day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven, who shall hear the report of thee, and shall tremble and be in anguish because of thee. And I sent messengers out of the wilderness of Kedemoth unto Sihon, king of Heshbon, with words of peace, saying, Let me pass through thy land. I will go along by the highway. I will neither turn unto the right hand nor unto the left. Thou shalt sell me meat for money that I may eat, and give me water for money that I may drink. Only I will pass through on my feet, as the children of Esau dwelt in Seir, and the Moabites dwelt in Ar, did unto me, until I shall pass over Jordan into the land which Yahuwah our God giveth us. But Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him, for Yahuwah thy God hardened his spirit, and made his heart obstinate, that he might deliver him into the hand, as it appeared this day. And Yahuwah said unto me, Behold, I have begun to give Sihon and his land before thee. Begin to possess, that thou mayest inherit his land. Then Sihon came out against us, and he and all his people, to fight at Jahaz. And Yahuwah our God delivered him before us, and we smote him and his sons and all his people. And we took all his cities at that time, and utterly destroyed the men and the women and the little ones of every city. We left none to remain. Only the cattle we took for prey.
Mommy.
Thank you. No. Leave it alone, y'all. I told y'all not to touch it. Thank you.
I was trying to get that.
Hey, chill out.
Mom, Saya was hitting.
Don't mess with it. From Ar, which is by the brink of the river of Arnon, and from the city that is by the river, even unto Gilead, there was not one city too strong for us. Yahuwah our God deliver all unto us. Only unto the land of the children of Ammon thou camest not, nor any place of the river Jabbok, nor unto the cities in the mountains, nor unto whatsoever Yahuwah our God forbid us. Last chapter for today, Deuteronomy chapter 3. Then we turned and went up by the way to Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, came out against us, he and all his people, to battle at Engedi. And Yahuwah said unto me, Fear him not, for I will deliver him and all his people and his land into thy hand, and thou shalt do unto him as thou didst unto Sihon, the king of the Amorites, which dwelt at Heshbon. So Yahuwah our God delivered into our hand Og also, the king of Bashan, and all his people, and we smote him until none was left to him remaining. And we took all his cities. At that time there was not a city which we took not from them. 80 cities, all the region of leave it alone. Of Argob, the kingdom of Og and Bashan. All these cities were fenced with high walls, gates, and bars, beside unwalled towns a great many. And we utterly destroyed them, as we did unto Sihon, the king of Heshbon, utterly destroying the men, women, and children of every city. But all the cattle and the spoil of the cities we took for a prey unto ourselves. And we took at that time out of the hand the 2 kings of the Amorites, the land that was on this side Jordan, from the river Arnon unto Mount Hermon, which Hermon the Sidonians called Siron, and the Amorites called it Shinir. All the cities of the plain, and all Gilead, and all Bashan unto Shalka, and Engedi, cities of the kingdom of Og and Bashan, for only Og, king of Bashan, remained of the remnants of giants. Behold, his bedstead was a bedstead of iron. It is not in Rabbath of the children of Is it not in Rabbath of the children of Ammon? 9 cubits was the length thereof, and 4 cubits the breadth thereof, after the cubit of a man. And this land which we possess at that time from Aroer, which is by the river Arnon, and half Mount Gilead of the cities thereof, gave I unto the Reubenites and to the Gadites, and the rest of Gilead and all Bashan, being the kingdom of Og, gave I unto the half tribe of Manasseh, all the region of Argob, with all Bashan, which was called the land of the giants. Jair, the son of Manasseh, took all the country of Argob unto the coast of Gishuri and Machathi, and called them after his own name, Bashan Havah Jair, unto this day. And I gave Gilead unto Machir, and unto the Reubenites, and unto the Gadites I gave from Gilead even unto the river Arnon, half the valley and the border, even unto the river Jabbok, which is the border of the children of Ammon. The plain also, and Jordan, and the coast thereof, from Chinnerith even unto the sea of the plain, even the salt sea, under Ashdoth, Pisgah, eastward. And I commanded you at that time, saying, Yahuwah your God hath given you this land to possess it. Ye shall pass over armed before your brethren, the children of Yisrael, all that are meet for war, but your wives and your little ones and your cattle. No. But your wives and your little ones and your cattle, for I know that ye have much cattle, shall abide in your cities which I have given you. Unto Yahuwah have given rest unto your brethren as well as unto you, and until they also possess the land which Yahuwah your God hath given them beyond Jordan. Then shall ye return every man unto his possession which I have given you. And I commanded Joshua at that time, saying, Thine eyes have seen all that Yahuwah your God hath done unto these 2 kings, so shall Yahuwah do unto all the kingdoms whither thou pass. Ye shall not fear them, for Yahuwah your God, he shall fight for you. And I besought Yahuwah at that time, saying, O Yahuwah, thou hast begun to show thy servant thy greatness and thy mighty hand. For what God is there in heaven or on earth that can do according to thy works and according to thy might? I pray thee, let me go over and see the good land that is beyond the Jordan, that goodly mountain and Lebanon. But Yahuwah was wroth with me for your sakes, and would not hear me. And Yahuwah said unto me, Let it suffice thee. Speak no more unto me of this matter. Get thee up into the top of Pisgah, and lift up thine eyes westward and northward and southward and eastward, and behold it with thine eyes, for thou shalt not go over this Jordan, but charge Joshua, and encourage him, and strengthen him, for he shall go over before this people, and he shall cause them to inherit the land which thou shalt see. So we abode in the valley over against Beth Peor. And that is our reading for today. All right, beautiful people. Quick recap. Wednesday, January 22nd, 2020, day 52 of year 2. Reading through the book of instructions and the prophets, or better known as the Old Testament. All right, y'all, we're ready to do Deuteronomy 1, 2, and 3. Time to break camp. All right, y'all. That being said, I have to go ahead and get out of here. So let's do the blessing. May Yahuwah bless us and keep us. May Yahuwah make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. May Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon us and give us his peace, or his shalom, his salam, or his wholeness in every area of our lives. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I will see you on tomorrow or in the morning. Peace.